Alright guys, hope you're doing well. So yeah, I wanted to just announce that version 2 of our hair analysis app is now released. This is a much more powerful version, so I'm just going to go through a few features. So we've had a bit of a new branding on the website. It's now got a nice mineral wheel. I've brought the mineral wheel into the 21st century. But yep, you can visit the app at hairanalysis.report. And there's a little overview about everything that's on the report. You can view a ARL sample. You can view a trace element sample, because now we are fully compatible with trace elements reports and ARL reports. We've got live graphs side by side, so you can view your current results in the graph. And you can also see your previous results side by side, which is extremely powerful because you can see visually your improvements and different values going up and down. So that's a great addition. As I've just mentioned, we've got full compatibility now with trace elements. So we've added an extra 17 different minerals, which is great if you want to hone in deeper to different toxins that you might get that ARL don't test for. So the reports now load in under a second. Usually it takes about 30 seconds to load. Much more cleaner, which I'll show you in a minute. And a lot of what's there before is just improved with 27 hidden copper toxicity indicators, 13 burnout indicators, 8 fight or flight indicators, over 400 HTMA patterns. There's no other system out there that will analyze so many patterns, but analyze them in a very, very easy to understand, straight to the point report. So here's an example of a trace elements report. As you can see, you've got the current results in sort of light cyan and the darker ones in sort of a dark green. Got all the significant ratios, but what I've done is I've updated them so you can actually see if they're healthy or high or low or in a healthy range. So you even got quantitative numbers, so it will tell you if your NAK is ×2, ×3, ×4 low or high, etc. So this is, in my opinion, an upgrade from the trace elements graphs. We've got all the toxic metals here, toxic metal ratios, all the additional minerals, all the additional ratios, and then, as you can see, a much more cleaner, print-friendly report. The report's now in chronological order, so we start with the ratios. We've got real live side-by-side ratio graphs, which are really cool. Whereas before, by the way, we didn't have real live graphs. It was just an example of what it might look like if the calcium potassium was high or low, for example. But these are actually real-time rendered graphs, which shows you your ideal ratio, percentage of, and previous ratio. Obviously, you've got improvements here on this particular graph. Improvement of the thyroid gland. We've got the sodium-potassium ratio down here. This example report is a low sodium potassium ratio ×2. We've got the oxidation rate, but now we've got this additional extra which tells you your oxidation rate before, which is really useful. Then we go on to the first 4 minerals. So the app will look at the first 4 minerals patterns and tell you whether each mineral in the first 4 is healthy or not. We've also got your current and previous results next to that, so you can see that quite easily side by side. This particular person's got basic burnout, low potassium. Then we go on to the first 4 mineral patterns. So we've got a 4 lows on a retest, which is a celebration pattern. Any positive pattern is in orange. We've got a settling down pattern on this test. We've got a settling down pattern on the second 4 ×4. Then we move on to, so we moved on to the second 4 minerals there. And then we move on to copper. So it explains to you if you dump in copper, if you've got hidden copper toxicity. This particular individual had 7 hidden copper toxicity indicators. Then we move on to adrenal burnout, then other patterns, then we move on to other minerals like zinc, selenium, manganese, etc., chromium, chromium, phosphorus. This person's got an increase of phosphorus by 5%, which is a positive pattern. This is a trace elements test, so it talks about other minerals like boron, vanadium is elevated on this test. Then we go to the toxic metals and minerals. Aluminium's dumping, got a mercury dump, talks about elevated toxins as well, and some others like strontium and titanium, antimony, etc., and then down to the poor eliminators. So it's a really thorough report. This is just a trace ARL one, which is slightly different report. It doesn't have so many minerals attached to it, but again, similar report. We'll just see some of the patterns this person's got. This person had a high sodium potassium ratio, mild slow, mixed oxidation rate before. This person's in sympathetic dominance, 7 sympathetic dominant indicators, 3 lows pattern. This person's come out of 4 lows, come in a live pattern, step down pattern, double high ratio, hill pattern on the second 4, that's a nice pattern. Again, copper, this person was dumping copper at the time. They still had 3 adrenal burnout indicators. This person's amigos were dumping. 10 anchor patterns. So yeah, we've got manganese elevated on this one. Phosphorus has dropped, gathering firewood. Got everything coming out pattern. Aluminium dumping, lead dumping, arsenic dumping, cadmium dumping, nickel dumping. So yeah, that was a pretty powerful test. So yeah, if you want to check it out, go to hairanalysis.report. You will need to log in for version 2. All you've got to do is click on individual, get a report version 2, and it will tell you that you need to log in or register. So all you have to do is register if you've not got an account already. The reason why you need an account on this one is because the reports are basically built server side and then saved. But if you want to delete your reports once you've done them, it's really easy. So once you've logged in, you can select which report that you want to generate. So we can try the ARL one, and then you can just pop in here. I'm just going to quickly add some numbers in. So once you've added all your numbers in, you just click on load values into app, and this will load your information into a more integrated system. It just speeds things up if you're just adding in the values on the previous page before, and then you just wait for this section to load up where you can insert your name, decide whether you want to get a supplement report, and a few other things on here. So once that's loaded up, you can add a name if you want to. You can add your lab number. You can add a type of specimen. You can add notes onto the report if you want to. You can generate a supplement report if you want to. You can change the currency. And what I'm offering is a free test. So if you type in V2 new in the coupon, click on apply, you're going to be able to generate a free hair analysis test. So we'll just click submit. Actually, yeah, I've already used that coupon code for today. So once you've done that, it will basically refresh onto a new page and show you your report. But yeah, you'll get sort of reports list like this. And then you just basically click on View Report, and it will generate all the reports. Anyway, it's not worked because I didn't have the code. So other things is you can click to load the results into a new report. So this basically means if you've already used the system before and you click on that, it's going to take your previous results and load them into a new report. So you just type it in the new results, if that makes sense. There's loads of other features involved. There's that many. It's just a case of trying it out. We've got a new dashboard that you can use as well. So if you click on dashboard at the top, you get the links to all of the different sections that you need. Generate hair analysis report, view reports. You can still use version 1, etc., etc. So yeah, hope you enjoy that. Please go and get a free report. As you can see, they're all extremely easy to understand. If you've got a trace elements report, feel free to pop them in, and it creates a really nice PDF that you can save easily onto your computer. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and speak to you soon.